This is like a service that they're providing you. So you need to pay them for their service. They're not helping you out. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Comfort. Thank you so much for being with me today. I really do appreciate you. If you are new here, welcome. Welcome to our family. We're happy to have you. And if you've been here, existing subscribers, thank you so much. You're my people. I wish I could do that thing. Since this is a Nigerian video, we could do that. As promised, it's going to be a video about what to expect when you arrive in Nigeria for the first time. Guys, there are things. This is basically from the perspective of somebody who maybe you moved to America or UK or wherever you're from when you were a child. Like I moved to America when I was 4 years old. Houston, Texas, I moved to when I was 4 years old, and I've been back to Nigeria about 4 times at this point. I even got married in Nigeria. So I have a lot of insight, a foreign perspective on what to expect once I get in Nigeria. The culture shock, it will shock you, especially once you first arrive, depending on what airport you arrive in and the whole shebang. So we're gonna get right into it, but first, go ahead and subscribe for more content like this. I do reaction videos, reviews. We talk about all things around the African diaspora. Ask the people who are subscribed. Thank you. And go ahead and hit that post notification bell so you can know whenever I post a new video. Comment if you want to wait till the end to like and comment. I feel you, I understand, but I'm sure you feel my vibe, so go ahead and subscribe. That right? Okay, so this is in no particular order, right? But I'm just trying to do it in the order of like once you arrive, you know, once you get deeper into the town, etc. Okay, so number one, I have the first thing that's going to shock you is Lagos Airport. Is the condition. If you don't know how I feel about Lagos Airport, hit that video and you will find out how I feel about Lagos Airport. It is, in my humble opinion, and so many other people's opinions, people who live in Nigeria, people who live abroad, everybody pretty much has a general consensus that Murtala Muhammad Airport in Lagos, Nigeria is trash. Okay, it's rubbish, it's nonsense, it needs to be updated. What's gonna shock you is as soon as, now disclaimer for people who've never been back to Nigeria. Nigeria has a lot of really beautiful places, a lot of really beautiful scenery, nature, you know, greenery and hills and water, you know, depending on where you go, and the island, and you know, gorgeous, opulent, luxury homes. All of that is in Nigeria, right? Especially now with social media, you have access to be able to see what's tea, right? To be able to see, oh, what's this section? It's not like back in the day when it used to be telling you guys that it's only dirt roads and animals running everywhere. That's not the case. I feel like you know better now, right? I just want to say that. But the airport is trash. If you come in through Lagos Airport because you want to come to Lagos, Lagos is like New York and LA combined, right? It's like the happening, it's the city, it's, you know, depending on where you go, there's luxury, and there's also, like most places, there's luxury and there's poverty, right? So that shouldn't be new to anybody who lives in America because there's luxury and poverty over here too. But Lagos Airport, the smell, the humidity that's going to slap you on your forehead no matter what time of year. I mean, because it's hot in Nigeria, but Lagos Airport is a special kind of must. Okay, the lights, electricity in Nigeria is already an issue. There's dark places. The restrooms are rubbish. Even if they're clean, there's no toilet paper. There's no doors. A lot of the doors don't work. I don't know if they fixed that by now. Sidebar, do y'all know when I went to Nigeria? Remember, so if you watch my video about the fight that we fought with French airport security, hit that right there, that was trying to stop us from coming back to America. Do you know that man is still there? This is like 15 years ago. That man is still there with gray hair but the same long neck, looking for whom to devour. Lagos Airport is horrible. It's just not, it doesn't tell well of Nigerians, you know? So don't judge Nigeria by Lagos Airport. We have a lot of other issues, but Lagos Airport is consistently trash. Speaking about Lagos Airport, another thing that's gonna shock you is once you get into Nigeria, number 2 is panhandlers. People asking you for money, okay? Now this is a side, we're gonna talk about, you know, officials, government officials, okay? That's a whole separate thing. People that are supposed to be protecting and serving that are asking you, that's different. We're not talking about bribes, we're talking about people, in America it's usually homeless people that ask you for money. So that is going to shock you. Hopefully when you come into Nigeria, you're either being met by somebody who's used to Nigeria or be going with somebody who's used to Nigeria. If you're American, you kind of need a buffer to understand how to either, you know, give a couple naira so they'll leave you alone, right? Another thing, speaking about the airport, you know, in the airport in America, there's people who, you know, people once you park, they'll come, they'll help you with your bags, they'll help you push the cart, they'll help you with all of that for free. You know, if you choose to tip them, great. If not, you know, it's whatever, that's just what they do. In Nigeria, they're doing it for money. Nothing is done in Nigeria for free. There's nothing like a favor. There's nothing like, oh, he's just being nice. When I first got there, not that my first time, but when I went there for my wedding, I was thinking, oh, he's always just being nice. How nice. Yes, thank you. I'm not thinking they're doing it and then they're waiting like, madam. That's their way of saying this is like a service that they're providing you. So you need to pay them for their service. They're not helping you out. They need their money for the help that they just gave you. So just be clear about that. Have some naira on deck. Have some naira ready to pay some people. Otherwise you're gonna be very frustrated, very annoyed. And if you're American, you're not gonna have the gift of gab. Another thing, they can tell you're American. I was told, because I'm like, how can I tell I'm American? Like, even before I speak. And they said it's because you're smiling. You know, in America, oftentimes, depending on what part of America you're from, I'm from Texas. A lot of Nigerians that live in the US live in like southern places. Southern hospitality is a thing. We smile at people, we wave, you know, that's the normal thing. So to them, that's like the American way. So they said that they could tell, like me, my little brother was there with me. And they could tell that we were American because we were smiling. We were happy. We looked jolly. And no one in Nigeria smiles. They're not smiling. They're not. They can tell that you're American even without you opening your mouth. So just be aware of that also. They can tell you. So if you're confused as to how come they know that I'm American, even if you feel like you've mastered your language or whatever, they still know. They can still see you. They still not seeing you. After talking about no one in Nigeria smiles, let's talk about the customer service in Nigeria. It will shock you. You know, in America, we take pride in customer service. Customer service is a thing. You can report, you can complain about customer service. There's training courses on customer service. There's specific positions called a customer service representative, and you are expected to give customer service. If you don't, there's a complaint that can be rendered against you, and it's a whole thing, right? I worked in customer service for several years at this point, right? In Nigeria, there's nothing like customer service. There's nothing like it. All the trips that I've made to Nigeria, now there's certain people that are just nice people and they'll be courteous to you. But as far as a standard of customer service, the standard is no customer service, especially at the airport. But even in other places like hotels and stuff, they act like they're doing you a favor. It doesn't matter if you paid for this thing, if you're going to pay them, if this is like a service that they're giving you and you're paying for this service. They don't care. They have attitude.
Madam, yes.
Like, I wanted to slap this lady. If you know the amount of people I gave them the history of customer service in Nigeria. I told them about themselves when it came to customer, because even in America, I have a problem with nonsense customer service. Nigeria customer service is like Walmart and Popeyes. Like, it's just non-existent. They don't respect customer service, you know? It's nonsense. Now, I don't know about, you know, I haven't been to the island and, you know, the bougie bourgeois type of places. So I'm sure they probably have great customer service because I'm sure a lot of tourists are there, a lot of wealthy people are there. So they feel the need to have good customer service. I don't know. I can't speak to it. I will say, I think the customer service in Lagos is different because in Abuja, the customer service was a little bit better. But in Calabar, the girl that was at the hotel that we were at, she had an attitude too. Like an attitude. I had to check her. Like, girl, you don't even know who you'll come across. And your attitude is just so unbecoming of somebody in the service industry. Like, it was just so off-putting. So just be ready for that. Customer service doesn't really exist in Nigeria, okay? Oh yes, electricity. If you're like an American person who wants to go to Nigeria and you're not Nigerian, you may not have heard about the electricity issue that we have been managing in Nigeria for several decades at this point. So there's this thing called NEPA. I think it's called something else now. NEPA is like basically an electricity company that takes light at will. They take light whenever they feel like it. So a lot of people in Nigeria have generators where they buy fuel to put fuel in the generator so that they can have consistent light in the event that NEPA takes light. So just be ready that NEPA can take light. So just be ready for it. Unfortunately, the government in Nigeria hasn't figured out that at the very least they should offer us consistent light. Like none of the governments, honestly, it's not just Buhari's government, but all of the governments haven't figured that part out. And Ghana has consistent light. Imagine that. But anyway, so yeah, just be ready for that. That might be a factor. So just, you know, make sure you're in an area that has a generator and has consistent light. Thank goodness the hotel that we were at in Calabar, a lot of places, a lot of hotels have generators, so they'll have consistent light in the event that, you know, NEPA takes light. There are places where you'll be good with light because it's a business and they have consistent light available. Driving in Nigeria. So I would not recommend that if you are coming from America for the first time to Nigeria, I would not recommend that you drive. People in Nigeria, there's no real traffic laws. I'm sure there are some, but nobody follows them. One of my friends, he lived in Nigeria at the time, literally made a U-turn in the middle of the freeway. Like, it's just, they don't drive. They drive anyhow. I mean, there's insurance, but nobody's, who you gonna stop to come and force them to pay for your car? All people do is that you dare not hit this car. I remember somebody that said, if you hit this car, you see yourself. Just have a driver. That's why a lot of people have drivers. Have a driver, you know, to be taking you places. Yeah, I wouldn't drive in Nigeria if you're there for the first time. They drive like crazy. Like imagine New York times 50. Like if you've ever driven in New Yorkers cannot drive. They can barely walk. Like, sorry guys, I'm just saying. Bargaining in Nigeria. Once they know that you're American or that you're kind of, they call it ajebota, which is basically like somebody that's like kind of, you know, bougie bourgeois, upper echelon, like you're not from the hood, so to speak, right? Or they think that that's how they perceive you. So something may be worth 1,000 naira. If you don't know how to bargain, if you don't know any better, they will swindle you and you will pay 5,000, 10,000 naira for that thing. Trust me. It's happened to me. I'm the kind of person, I don't even know how to bargain. I will just pay you the money or I won't buy it. That's it. That's just how I am. I don't know how to bargain, right? Make sure you have somebody with you that can kind of like know what's up. Also, with exchanging money on the street, make sure, what really helped me is my husband, born and raised in Kaduna. So a lot of Hausa people tend to be the ones that are exchanging money. So because he was able to speak with them, we got really good rates, really good exchange rates when we exchanged our money. So maybe have somebody with you that can like communicate with them so you won't get swindled for something that's supposed to be 1,000 naira and it'll be 5,000 naira if the exchange rate is 550 and they start telling you that it's 498, or they'll tell you that they don't take the, like, just make sure you have somebody with you that can, you know, finesse the system so that you'll be able to get what it is that you came for, right? So just make sure of that. Bargaining, they can tell when you don't know what you're doing. If you're shaky, if you're like this, then have somebody with you. But if you know what you're doing, then go for it. I have a friend that knows what she's doing. She can bargain, and she was raised in America, but she can bargain, right? So last but not least of the things that you need to be aware of when you get to Nigeria. Police. I'm sure you guys, if you're American, but we all know about you've seen on, you know, social media about the NSARS protest. So you have an idea that the police in Nigeria are kind of trash, just like a lot of the police in America, right? The thing about Nigerian police also is, especially once you're coming out of the airport, this was my first experience with it. You're coming out of the airport, especially if it's like around Christmas time, they want bribes. Even in the airport, when you're coming into the, you know how you have to go through the security thing that scans you, they want a little money. They want you to give them money. And for me personally, if not for the fact that I was with somebody who didn't want no stress and who knew how the Nigerian system was and was like, let's just pay them and go, I wouldn't give you any money. I'll be there. Only God knows what will happen, but my God will fight for me because you're not entitled to my money. But that's the problem, is that police in Nigeria, or officials or whatever in Nigeria, I think most people, let me just say police, they feel entitled to your money. You will come out of the airport driving in the car, there will be checkpoint for no reason, they want money. There's nothing wrong with your car, there's nothing wrong with anything, they want money. If you're leaving, they'll be telling you Merry Christmas, that means they want money, right? Or otherwise they'll check your car, they'll just create a hassle, make you late where you're going, just cause so much unnecessary stress. So excuse Nigerian police, right? They're not paid well at all. So that's the reason for their plight. But it still doesn't mean that they're entitled to your money. So just have somebody with you so you don't have to go through that kind of stress. You don't end up in a bad situation because you're not used to this. They don't do this over here, right? We have our own police issue in America. But as far as bribing police, that's not something that can be done. They can do that in the open. Like, it's so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous to me. So don't always look to police like, oh, something's going on, let me call the police. Police, they have their own wahala. Like, so don't stress yourself with that, all right? So that is it. Those are my tips, things that I have to share, what to expect when you get in Nigeria for the first time. Nigeria is an awesome place. You can have a good time. Just make sure you have money. Make sure that you have somebody there that knows the culture and, you know, can kind of get you around and that you're in the right area and you'll be good. I absolutely love Nigeria. That's why I've been there 4 times. I'm gonna go again. So don't be discouraged. Just be aware. You know, I believe in being aware, going into a situation with my eyes open so you're prepared and you're not taken off guard and not caught off guard, right? Because that's when it becomes a problem, when you didn't know about it. But when you know, you can kind of go in with confidence, like, all right, I know what's going on and I can still have a good time. All right, thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the post notification bell so that you are notified every time I post a video. And I'll see you next time. Bye. Hold on. Have you subscribed to my channel? You know you enjoyed the video. If you got to this point, you enjoyed the video. We're like-minded, you know? Hit the subscribe button. Go ahead and hit that video. Run that playlist up. Come on in. Come on in for the good stuff. Bring it in for the good stuff, all right?